snap, we're back with the Marvel Snap video. As today we're gonna finally showcase ya boy Daredevil, the card that I've been waiting for. We finally got him. It only took us to actually complete our collection. Like, the one card that I wanted since day one, man. It was literally next to the last card to complete the collection. My last two cards were Daredevil and then Polaris, and in today's deck we're gonna feature both. Sorry for the lack of upload yesterday. I really just did not have any sort of good content to share, and while I want to keep the daily uploads going as much as I can, I don't want to sacrifice quality for quantity and just upload a deck or something that I don't really feel too happy about. I really want to share quality decks and gameplay with you guys, so hopefully y'all understand. I will try to, you know, upload as frequently as possible, but I am streaming 5 days a week, at least 6 hours every day, so I'm doing quite a bit and I'm still getting used to that. So yeah, but I really appreciate you guys watching the videos and hopefully you continue to enjoy them. So without further ado, let's talk about Destroyer's Destroyer. Essentially a deck designed to have a really good matchup against ongoing Destroyer decks, which are really popular as of now, especially high up in the ladder. And it makes sense because if you look at the Destroyer ongoing list, it really only has one card from pool 3. I mean, technically two, because Mojo is also a card that a lot of them run, but it's not really a must-have in order for the deck to properly function. And because the deck can be built with pool 1 and pool 2 cards primarily, it is very easy to obtain the cards necessary for it, and it's a very reliable and powerful deck to climb with. So it is, I would argue, the most popular deck in Ranked right now, even though there's a ton of diversity, and there's of course a bunch of different variants, right? Even though the shell for most of them is the same. And we're trying to capitalize on the popularity of that deck with a pretty spicy list. Another variant of what is essentially my favorite archetype in Marvel Snap, which is Spider-Man movement disruption. I don't really know how to label it exactly, but it is essentially a deck that uses Spider-Man to shut down a location on turn 5, and then we have Aero alongside Magneto for disruption, potentially with the aid of the King of Pains himself, your boy Kingpin. I know I get a lot of shit for mispronouncing his name, but you know, I don't think that's true. I think I say his name perfectly, to be honest. In my opinion, just saying. But yeah, your boy Kingpin can apply a lot of psychological pressure, forcing your opponent to kind of like play more into that location, and then we can bamboozle with our movement or just punish them as well. Like, we can go both ways in that regard, as on turn 6, any card that moves here will be destroyed, including your own, by the way, because that means opposing Magnetos can be problematic, so keep that in mind. But what we have here is an upgraded version of the deck and fine-tuned for, like I said, ongoing Destroyer, which is really popular. And the way we're countering that, first of all, is with the inclusion of Enchantress as a tech. Very good card in the meta right now, as there's a lot of ongoing effects running around, and being able to shut them down is really important, and the stats are pretty decent for the effect. I mean, you could be getting much more power out of a 4-drop, but for what she's doing, a lot of times it's definitely worth it, right? Being able to shut down armor, preventing Destroyer from being played, also taking away the ongoing abilities. It also affects Spectrum, in case you're wondering, because Spectrum buffs cards with ongoing, and once Enchantress hits her targets, they become non-ongoing cards, so they will not get buffed by Spectrum either. So she counters both finishers in the deck very, very nicely, and can be really powerful alongside Daredevil. This is the star of all the new additions. This is, alongside Spider-Man, really, my two favorite cards in Marvel Snap. On turn 5, you get to see your opponent's plays before you make your own. I have been waiting so long to be able to play with this card. I would just, every now and then under a full moon, I would run into District X and I would get a Daredevil, or maybe out of an X mansion or something, and I would be the happiest camper out there. And now I actually get to play him regularly, which is just absolutely fantastic. This card is amazing. There's a lot of great turn 5 plays that synergize with it. You guys have probably heard about Hobgoblin and Professor X, but I really like Daredevil with Spider-Man, and also with Enchantress in this meta as well, because a lot of times Daredevil on the board in turn 5, they can try to play a Professor Professor X, and you can counter that with an Enchantress, amongst other things. And Spider-Man with Daredevil is extremely good because we can see where our opponent is committing, and then we know which location is vulnerable, and we can play him and just deny them being able to develop onto the location on turn 6, which is the gist of the deck. Polaris is also a phenomenal addition to this archetype. Works really well with Kingpin potentially, but also mainly enabling Miles, a very easy way to enable Miles, while also allowing us to disrupt a lot of key plays. Like, for example, Bucky Barnes into Carnage. If we time Polaris right, we can move Bucky Barnes out of the way, save him, the poor boy, and Carnage will get to eat nothing. Or we can use it to move Angela out of a location. If we have initiative, we're able to move Angela before the cards are revealed, and therefore Angela will not get the buffs. And we can disrupt a lot with Polaris while also enabling our Miles. We're using the other variant today as a very, very good card. This deck follows like the 4-drop into 1-drop on turn 5 cost into 1 cost on turn 6 strategy, right? We have Nightcrawler and Iron Fist still. We are incorporating Angela. We're trying to, I was actually having a try-hard session on stream, and I was really doing my best to climb as much as I could. Every now and then I like to get serious and try to, try hard and see how far I can go up. Not as easy to climb efficiently on stream because unfortunately, even though it doesn't happen too often, like I'm not gonna say like every time that I lose, that's the reason by any means, but you do have to be a little bit paranoid about sniping because sniping does happen. I have experienced it quite a bit now. It is pretty obvious when it happens most of the time, as you see some really bizarre snaps and some perfect plays that also like happen right after you end your turn, like stuff like that, right? Like some people do snipe streamers. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be very impactful in Marvel Snap, and climbing on stream can be a little bit tricky because of it sometimes, but not an excuse to say, oh, I didn't climb because of that specifically, right? Like it's also a harsh environment. There's also a lot of really good players, a lot of really good decks, and it's tough to climb them, but that's what makes the games more like I like that. I like that challenge, It's not easy. It's not easy to get higher and higher in this game, and you gotta really not only improve your piloting, but also improve your snaps, because I definitely have been guilty of snapping a little bit like too late, right? Like at turn 6 and just scaring my opponents away and missing out on that extra cube. Like it's still a system that I'm also like trying to adjust to the best I can, but the whole process, the whole learning experience is absolutely wonderful, and I've loved every second of it. So yeah, I incorporated Angela into this deck. Went on a bit of a tangent there, but I incorporated Angela because she works phenomenally in the deck. She allows us to generate a little bit of extra power, which we needed. Can work really well with the likes of Nightcrawler and also Iron Fist as well, because we can play something into her lane and then it kicks out, and we can create more space for that. Also with stuff like Miles, just a powerhouse of a card that gets played in a lot of decks for obvious reasons. It's just one of the best, if not the best 2-drop in the game. And that is the deck list right there. Put in a lot of work for me. Definitely a deck that I would recommend for climbing if you can craft it. Unfortunately, it is very difficult to pilot. It can be quite tricky, and it is quite punishing if you misplay, so keep that in mind. But I just absolutely love this playstyle, and this is only the beginning of Daredevil decks. Just so you guys know, like I am going to be spamming this card quite a bit and trying it in all sorts of different shells. But with that said, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for regular Marvel Snap content. Hope you enjoy the games. I'll see you tomorrow. She kind of nuts. Also, it doesn't, another power 2-drop that doesn't work bad with Enchantress. I think Enchantress is too awkward here. I disagree. Works well with Lizard. I have no ongoing effects, and gives me a really strong tech. Gives me a really strong tech against Destroyer. And what do you know? I like Lizard here. Into Enchantress. Into Spider-Man. Why don't we just Spider-Man on turn 4, actually? Denying them a play. No, why don't we do this and this? And this Lemuria as well, because I could move this armor away. They committed those two there.
Clear for takeoff.
I can't play Spider-Man because Cosmo denies the effect, and I'm forced to play into the Avengers compound. So, pretty good location for Destroyer. Like Cosmo really likes the Avenger compound there. We're gonna go Polaris on, like, we went Polaris on the right though to move this armor, even though it technically does help their Destroyer play. But I mean, I didn't know where they were gonna play, right? But now we have initiative. Now we have initiative, and what that means is that if we Magneto over here, as they try to destroy the center, they'll lose 4 power here. Oh, I mean, do they try to destroy the center? They do, right? Yeah, no, we move that, and we move Warpath as well. And by moving these two away, if they destroy your center, then we just wipe them out and we beat that there. If it's Spectrum, we still move these two away. So we always have to Nightcrawler right. We always have to Nightcrawler right, and then we have to Magneto left. So what Nightcrawler right does is it allows me to beat armor in that location if they Spectrum. If they Spectrum there, then we move those two to the Magneto lane, and we win left and center anyways. I mean, maybe Nightcrawler moving there. Okay. Coward! What a coward. Yeah, probably a bad snap. Yeah, honestly, probably a bad snap. What did you cut for Aang? I took out Kraven. Kraven seemed promising on paper, but okay, drew us both a card. Okay, so they drew a 1-drop for them. They're playing 1-drops. That means it's not a ramp deck. And there's not really much more information than that. We're going to play Nightcrawler on the right, because I could see myself, teleporting to Hell's Kitchen. Oh, nice. It gave them the Iceman. Great. That means we're going to have to Polaris on 3. Into Kingpin Miles on 4. Sunspot over there. Okay, Sunspot. Yeah, we want to get Sunspot out of Monster Metropolis, so we're actually going to play Polaris over to the left.
Wind, aid my hand.
Get out of there. Get out of there! Alright, what are we gonna do now? How do I reach these kids? These damn kids! If they develop Jessica Stone, Jessica Stone, hashtag Jessica Stone, then we can move it to a center with Magneto. So I will develop Miles over there, and I'm gonna go Kingpin into the Hellfire Club, where the location is most empty. NANI. Interesting. Spider-Man in the center. No movement needed now because Miles has already been played. We have initiative, so they won't be able to disrupt this, and we can give up on... Hell's Kitchen is a bit too beefy for our taste, so we're trying to win Hellfire Club and the flooded area. Odin incoming. No. No, because your friendly neighbor is Spider-Man over here! Oh. So that's how it be, huh? No Wakanda forever for you. Probably should just be Aero, though, right? We don't have initiative, though. But if they have Odin, they can't really play him there. What are they going to play there that would be problematic? They could play Zola. If they play Zola, it's always Magneto. Beautiful. Get out of there. Kingpin? Yeah. To sleep with the fishes, girl. Booyah. The king of pins. That Nightcrawler in the center was really unfortunate. So ultimately, the Enchantress in the center was a mistake. I should have just reinforced the left. Babe, I'm sorry. I don't care if I sleep in the couch. Today I'm grinding. I'm sorry. I'm on a mission. Enchantress on this will be good. Lockjaw there. Okay. Oof. I said it. Today's a try hard stream. Today I'm not messing around as much. I'm just really focused because I gotta grind a little bit. I gotta improve in this game. Oh, people always label me as like, you know, the loud, you know, card boy who just yells and shit. But I actually do have a very competitive mindset, believe it or not, and I'm not happy with where I'm at. I'm not happy, so I gotta grind. All right. Angela on the right. Obviously, like, you know, we're not gonna send her here, and we can't play her there. I didn't play any of these one drops. Normally, I like to lead off with Nightcrawler, but since we incorporated Angela into the deck, you want to wait until you play Angela, because then you can play Nightcrawler onto her location. You can get the boost on her, and then you can move her away. You can potentially get Angela up to 9 power. No! God damn it! Shit. Alright. Do not picnic. He lost Dr. Doom, yeah. Well, it sucks to be you, guy. What do we do here? What do we do here? All I want, guys, all I want is to reach these kids, and I don't know how to reach these kids, man.
Wind, aid my hand.
They don't move, then I did what? Okay, so if they commit more here, I do like the idea of sending, Kingpin over there. They stormed the Angela lane, which is also a bit of an odd thing. But I mean, to be fair, I have Angela as well, so it does make sense. I'm going to double up, though. I'm going to go Iron Fist, and then I'm going to play Kingpin. Okay, so this boosts you. And this boosts you, gets you over there, and makes it so that once we play that, we would have shut him down. And Polaris actually changes everything. Does it? What cards do I have left? Because now, I mean, it's a 50-50 though. But a 50-50 with a good chance of succeeding. Okay, so the problem is I can't play Polaris there. No, I can't play her there. I gotta play Spider-Man here.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
If they move away, they'll probably move to this lane and give up on this one. So if we play Magneto, we move the Storm over here and we knock it out. And then it's all about the tiebreaker, right? 3 cards in hand. It should just be Aero. No, because Aero does not stop division. Magneto does. Magneto in the center gives me a tremendous boost, and if they move to the side, then I can win the tiebreaker potentially. And they have initiative, so I can move other stuff as well. They lost Doctor Doom. Well, fuck. Aero would have won. Aero would have won. So they played around Magneto and not Aero. I was really expecting him to move left. This time I'm gonna play Nightcrawler from hand. I have Daredevil. I don't have Angela. Must be nice, buddy. Cool high roll. Fuck. Power snap? Power snap. I have Enchantress for the Morbius. I can shuffle some rocks here. Hitting them all. Hitting them all. On fire. We have to move now, so let's move over here. Let's Enchantress the right. We know they have a couple of Swarms in hand, and they have 3 other cards. But they're probably afraid. Holy shit. Okay. Mysterio. We don't know which one is the real Mysterio, though. Swarm here. Dagger there. Okay, I was like, whoa, that's attack. They're stacking everything here. That may mean that... yeah, this Mysterio complicates things. Okay, so what are the real Mysterios here? 6 points, 9 points, 9 points. So Vibranium here just wins automatically, whether that's the real Mysterio or not. We don't have to worry about that lane anymore. And then, your boy Beast. Okay, so we win this location. I think the real Mysterio is in the center. Proceeds to snap on a District X. I'm a desperate man. I feel like playing Mysterio into Necrotia. Like, I feel like you never play the like, it's always this one. Problem is we move this Swordmaster, though. And then we still lose there. Why are you snap? Giganto! Oh my god! They actually played the... Okay. Alright, easy. Easy. You see that counterplay to the Giganto? Saw it coming a mile away. Alright, back to 103. Yeah, really weird snap. I think they were confident in Giganto and they thought I would go left. Higher win rate with District X? What does that say about me, though? All right, we got to go Angela on the right. Monster Island already has a unit there in New York. Yeah, they saw the same. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Flashing the... Well, I think it looks ugly. Oh, it really sucks that it's Hellfire Club, though. I'm going to go Kingpin to New York. That really solidifies. I'm going to snap here because I feel very confident with a New York setting with Kingpin. He rules the city. And we'll make it so that turn 6 movement into it is extremely limited. We also have Enchantress that can counter if they're playing like a Devil Dino. And I don't know about you, but I like me Daredevil into Lizard here. Because I can always follow this up with like a Polaris to move one of these. Yeah. I can always Polaris into New York here. Obviously, this location is rough, but at least they cannot move the monster into New York. We're gonna see what they do, and we're gonna react accordingly. Because if it's a Devil Dino that they're trying to drop down, we can counter with an Enchantress. Nova there and Killmonger. Nova and Killmonger, huh? We have initiative, so dropping Nightcrawler here is... Well, no, I can't even play it there. What's the play here? The play is to Polaris now, actually. No. Arigatou gozaimasu! Gino Ray! Hey! Yeah, I did a lot of overthinking. I should just Spider-Man left. Yeah, that was... Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I kind of ran out of time, I think. Okay, so they're Moon Girl. And we have the Enchantress. We have all the tools that we need, so I actually wouldn't mind some Vibranium. You know what I'm saying? To help out with the curve a little bit. All right, Kingpin, where are you going to? Where are you gonna go, my boy? That sounds good, right? Does it? Let's think about this for a moment. Shang-Chi, yeah. They could have it. I'll change Spider-Man. Where are we sending this Spider-Man, though? I don't have a good play here. snap it. Like, guys, just, oh my God. Just, I cannot read, man. Like, snapping here, if they have like an owl, like, it's extremely risky. Extremely risky. Like, what the fuck? Is that a suggestion, bro? I'm wide open. I kind of wanted to commit to this left location, but I mean, I didn't. That's a big... I've already snapped anyways. It's just really obvious that I'm going for this play. I say it's very obvious, but they just like they did not do the math. They did not do the math. Like, it's obvious as hell, but no, I mean, no, they did. They were kind of stuck, right? Because if they want a double 3-drop here, they actually have to go here, because if they go on the left, we just knock him out. But if that's their line of play, why don't they add up? It's like, okay, if they perhaps they were worried about an arrow. Yeah, because that does beat an arrow. So I guess they risked it because of that, yeah. No, chat wasn't right because I already snapped. Please. Do I even want to set up this Nightcrawler, to be honest? I mean, I want to use it to enable you, so yeah. Probably should have set it up in the Savage Land. I don't know why I played it there. What the hell was I thinking? Okay. Lizard into Asgard. Angela. No. No. Check this shit out. We have initiative. We're moving their Angela out of the way. And next turn, we definitely want a Daredevil. No way they can contest this, right? Problem is, if I don't play this now, I may have to have a weaker Angela. Because I really want a Daredevil. Shang-Chi could be a problem here. They ate their own bishop. Okay. People just play Angela Bishop and then run Bucky and Carnage. Anti-synergy! No. People just want to play all the good cards. Killmonger. Did they sequence that? They probably sequenced that right? We have nothing to move with Magneto except for that. And they're going to kill off this. I have 2 cards in hand after this. Do they have death as well? What am I going to do with this Magneto even? The key thing is if I move Killmonger to the center, I also beat the Angela lane. It just always has to be this play. It's always Magneto middle. I keep Nidavellir clean potentially. And I also threaten the Savage Land while also winning the center. Like, it's a lot of power to place in the center. Beautiful. GG Nori! Oh! Let's go! So a Sarah deck, but I think this Sarah deck is poorly constructed. Because I don't think you justify Angela and Bishop with a Destroy engine. I feel like that gets you need all 3 locations to be playable. Otherwise, you're gonna just you're gonna end up eating your Bishop like they had to do. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Get muted. Today it's not fun and games, Mogwai. It's try hard, Mogwai. You are my enemy. Kingpin. Okay, so that means no, even though we have the finishers here. Well, that's not ideal. May ignore that for now and just try to just. Okay, so they're definitely going in the center with this Mysterio. Like it's the most obvious Mysterio ever. Mysterio into the miniaturized lab is super tempting. That is awful for Angela, but you know, what are you gonna do? I could play Iron Fist this turn, but I think I'd rather save up for her. Okay, so that's a lot of power. They could still very easily have a no Killmonger. They're gonna kill their own Carnage. They're gonna kill their own Carnage. Okay, how much is that? That's 3. That's 7. 7 points. This is 6 and 8. We don't need more than this. Math. 3 and 4, 7. We beat them. We beat them with 1. And we enable the miles so we can arrow into that.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Mysterio is obviously over there. So we just have to do this. Really? You've already played Nova. What the fuck do you do here? Doctor Doom? You could be playing Doctor Doom. In that case, we have Iron Fist. So if we move this, we beat Doctor Doom. I'm not gonna snap. With the Omaiwamu Heimdall. All right, this is it. I kind of really like Angela in the middle because of Iron Fist, but we don't even have that. How have the games been going? Pretty good for the most. I mean, we had a rough start, but we've done some climbing in the end. I just wanted that 106, but we just couldn't get it. Enchantress. This is a really aggressive snap because I've had enough. Let's do we? Okay, so if we do this. Into Daredevil. Then we can chain you and you. I mean, we can always do that next. What if we just do this now? I mean, no Kingpin this game, though. That's the concern. No Kingpin. We have a 5 mana. Like, our 6 cost cards cost... Yeah, no, I I gotta say no to no. There's no point in playing that there. Because of Titan, I can play Miles with this, so I don't have to prioritize Titan. Miles, Titan. So I gotta go Daredevil. I gotta go Daredevil actually. Miles can happen on turn 5 or turn 6 because of Titan, unless they deal with it. I would love to find Enchantress though. What one drop is this? Okay, we have a larger hand size than them, so we got more value to that, but it doesn't really matter. Now is when we Polaris, right? We clog up this location, which allows us to predict. Is this correct? Because if we Polaris here, we clog up a location, and then we Spider-Man the other. Is this the play? Is this the play, or is it not? Or do we just have to Kingpin? Let's do this. No, maybe we get lucky and they clog up a lane. By clogging up this location, yeah, beating Patriot is going to be tricky, especially without Enchantress in hand. It could be a nice top deck, though. There's a 33% chance we top deck into Enchantress. We can chain her with Lizard, potentially, after we Spider-Man a location. Iron Man over there. Oh, my goodness. Enchantress. Spider-Man over here. Miles over here. We've already snapped. That means they can only play a card here. And they can only play one Patriot. And if that's one Patriot, we still beat it with Spider-Man. If they play Ultron, they also don't beat this Spider-Man right here. This Spider-Man always wins the Wakandan Embassy on its own. And then Miles, you know, Spider-Man 2 adds 7 points over here. This is a W. This is a beautiful setup. This Polaris was actually nuts. Well, I know I snapped already, bro. Like, you guys, don't you see I snapped? Should just like, yeah. Checkmate! Checkmate! What a win!